Imagine a world where death is not an end, but a distant rumor, a place where the concept of mortality has been redefined and the boundaries of human life have been stretched beyond our wildest dreams. A world where people live for centuries, their lives stretching out like endless horizons. Picture the elderly engaging in activities once reserved for the young, and families spanning multiple generations, all thriving together. This is not a fantasy novel, but a thought experiment, a journey into the heart of a world without death. Scientists and thinkers alike ponder the possibilities, exploring the realms of biology, technology, and philosophy. Imagine the implications for humanity, for our societies, for our planet. How would our cities evolve? How would our relationships change? What new challenges and opportunities would arise? What would it mean to live in a world where the clock of life never stops ticking? Time, once a precious commodity, would become an abundant resource, altering our perception of urgency and purpose. This is the tantalizing and terrifying possibility that we will explore. The awe-inspiring advancements in science and technology that could make this possible, and the ethical dilemmas that come with it. We will delve into the scientific, social, and philosophical ramifications of a world without death. Researchers and philosophers will debate the consequences, weighing the pros and cons of such a monumental shift in human existence. Fasten your seatbelts as we embark on an extraordinary journey into the unknown. Together, we will explore the uncharted territories of a world where life never ends, and the future is boundless. Death, the ultimate unknown, has captivated humanity since the dawn of consciousness. It is a mystery that has both terrified and fascinated us, prompting endless questions and speculations. Ancient civilizations wove elaborate myths and rituals around death. They created intricate stories to explain what happens when we die, often involving gods, spirits, and otherworldly realms. They envisioned afterlives, underworlds, heavens, and cycles of reincarnation. The Egyptians, for instance, believed in a journey through the afterlife, where one's heart was weighed against a feather to determine their fate. These beliefs, diverse and deeply ingrained, provided solace. They offered comfort to the living, assuring them that death was not an end, but a transition to another form of existence. They offered explanations in a world where death was an ever-present reality. In times of loss, these stories and rituals helped people cope with grief and find meaning in the face of mortality. From the pyramids of Egypt to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, cultures have grappled with mortality. These texts and monuments are testaments to humanity's enduring quest to understand and conquer death. They have sought answers in spirituality, philosophy, and the promise of something beyond our earthly existence. Philosophers and spiritual leaders have long debated the nature of the soul and the possibility of an afterlife. But what if death were not the end? What if science and technology could extend our lives indefinitely, or even bring us back from the dead? How would our beliefs and values change in a world where death is no longer a certainty? Would we still seek meaning in the same ways, or would our understanding of life and death be fundamentally transformed? The quest to understand the afterlife continues, evolving with each new discovery and belief. The most immediate consequence of immortality would be a population explosion. Without death as a natural regulator, birth rates would far outstrip death rates. The planet, with its finite resources, would face an unprecedented strain. Imagine the teeming cities, the competition for space, food, and energy. Overpopulation would become a pressing concern. Resource management would take on paramount importance. We would need innovative solutions to sustain a rapidly growing population. The delicate balance of our ecosystem would be tested like never before. The fabric of human relationships would be fundamentally altered in a world without death. The concept of marriage, built on the premise of till death do us part, would require re-evaluation. Family structures would evolve as generations coexist. The dynamics between parents and children, grandparents and great-grandparents would be redefined. Imagine the wisdom and experience that elders could share, their lives spanning centuries. But also consider the potential for stagnation, for resistance to change in a world where the old guard never relinquishes control. Section 5. A new economic order. The economy would undergo a radical transformation. Traditional retirement would become obsolete. Lifelong careers would be the norm, requiring individuals to adapt and reinvent themselves over centuries. The job market would be flooded with experienced workers. Competition for resources and opportunities would intensify. New economic models would emerge, perhaps emphasizing sustainability and resource management. The distribution of wealth and opportunity would need careful consideration to prevent social unrest. Section 6. The Quest for Eternal Youth. Science and medicine would be on the front lines of this brave new world. Research into aging and disease prevention would reach unprecedented heights. The quest for eternal youth, once the stuff of legends, would become a tangible pursuit. Imagine the breakthroughs, the genetic manipulations, the quest to extend not just lifespan but also health span. Yet, this pursuit of immortality raises profound ethical dilemmas. Who would have access to these life-extending technologies? Would we create a world divided between the immortals and the mortals? The implications for social equality are staggering. Section 7. Rethinking Morality and Purpose. The philosophical and spiritual ramifications of immortality are profound. If death is no longer inevitable, how would our understanding of life's meaning change? Would we become more reckless, knowing that we have unlimited time? Or would we become more cautious, more aware of the consequences of our actions? The very concept of morality, often framed in the context of our finite existence, would require reassessment. The value of empathy, compassion, and the pursuit of knowledge might take on new significance in a world where time is no longer a constraint. Section 8. The Paradox of Progress. The drive for progress, for innovation, is often fueled by our awareness of our own mortality. We strive to leave our mark on the world, knowing that our time is limited. But in a world without death, would we lose this sense of urgency? Would we become complacent, content to drift through the eons? The relationship between mortality and ambition is complex and nuanced. It is conceivable that immortality could usher in an era of unprecedented artistic, scientific, and cultural flourishing. Or it could lead to stagnation, a world where the potential for greatness is overshadowed by the weight of eternity. Section 9. The Price of Immortality. Immortality, for all its allure, comes with a price. The burden of endless existence, the potential for boredom, the pain of witnessing the loss of loved ones over and over again. These are heavy burdens to bear. Imagine the emotional toll, the psychological adaptations needed to navigate an unending lifespan. The question arises, is immortality a blessing or a curse? Would we become prisoners of our own extended existence, yearning for the sweet release of death? The answer, perhaps, lies in the balance between embracing life's possibilities and accepting its limitations. Section 10. The Evolution of the Human Spirit. Despite the challenges, a world without death could also foster incredible growth. Imagine the wisdom humanity could accumulate, the problems we could solve, the art we could create, given unlimited time and perspective. The human spirit, adaptable and resilient, might find new ways to thrive in the face of immortality. We might develop new forms of art, new philosophies, new ways of relating to each other and the universe. The very essence of what it means to be human could be redefined in this extraordinary new reality. Section 11. A Glimpse into an Uncharted Future. A world without death is a world of endless possibilities and unforeseen challenges. Imagine a society where the concept of an end no longer exists, where every individual has the potential to live indefinitely. This new reality would reshape our understanding of time, relationships, and the very fabric of our communities. It is a world that sparks our imaginations, forces us to confront our deepest fears and aspirations, and compels us to ponder the very essence of our existence. The idea of living forever brings forth questions about the meaning of life, the pursuit of happiness, and the value we place on our experiences. While the prospect of immortality might seem like science fiction, it is a topic that deserves our attention. Advances in technology and medicine are pushing the boundaries of what we once thought impossible. Researchers are exploring ways to extend human life, and the implications of their findings could be profound. By exploring the hypothetical, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the delicate balance of life and death that defines our current reality. These discussions help us appreciate the fleeting nature of our existence and the beauty that comes with it. They encourage us to live more fully, to cherish each moment, and to seek meaning in our daily lives. Whether death remains our ultimate destiny or becomes a distant echo, our journey of discovery and self-reflection continues. As we navigate this uncharted future, we must remain open to new ideas, embrace the unknown, and strive to understand the profound mysteries of life. Our quest for knowledge and meaning is what makes us human, and it is this journey that will shape the future of our existence.